I sort of like my grief to just not bother people, I guess.
Grief is like confetti, right? It pops up all over the place. You think you're through it and then you find some in your pocket or behind the couch cushion.
Yes.
And I think we have that in one of our talks about grief as well. But you're one of the few people in our friendship group who have lost a parent.
You know, I've sort of processed grief with my dad kind of in spurts. And I think it's partly because my sisters and I have been trying to support mum, because obviously she's at the top of the grief ladder, as our friend Penny says.
I love
Mum's
that.
the top of the grief ladder, and it's true. You know, it's impacted her, losing dad's impacted her life the most. So at times you feel, you know, you think, I shouldn't be feeling so bad. Like, he's my dad, you know, he was young to die, he was only 67, but like I still have had a lot of my adult life with him, and that's a real privilege. So, you know, I should just be putting it down. But as a result, then you sometimes kind of bury your grief. And so then Chris came home the other day and he goes, oh, I bought a drill. And I was like, oh, did you? Yeah, I bought the same drill as your dad. And then I just started to like, but even saying it now, like I just have to like, it made me feel really sad, because my dad was always so good at just being dependable. Like, he'd fix anything, but in a really pragmatic, like, he just was so robust as a human being. And
I love that Chris did that.
And that, and it was really beautiful. And Chris is so great at sort of picking up on things like that, and not even consciously necessarily.
That is such a beautiful thing. I had never thought of it this way, but that is such a beautiful tip for people as they're going through their lives and wanting to honour someone. Like, thinking about the tools that they used, or the sports that they watched, or whatever it might be, and being like, how can I bring something of that person into my daily life so that I'm thinking of them? Because it's like we hold on to people through the memories that we have, and through telling stories about them, and choosing to live in a way that would make us proud and make them proud. And so I love that Chris did that, because every time you guys fix something around the house, it'll feel like your dad has a little hand in that.
Yeah. And he'll be
that's
going,
so
don't
special.
do it like that. That's not it. You're going to
Be better.
yourself.